Hi everyone, and welcome to Starter World 2 in LEGO Worlds. This video is going to demonstrate the second starter world that we have, 2 of 3, before we move on to the open world experience where players are effectively thrown into the sandbox and set the challenge of becoming a master builder. In the prehistoric Peril island that we find ourselves on now, we're going to learn the basics of the landscape tool to help the cavemen and cavewomen that are scattered around this island and take those gold bricks that we so desperately need. So we're going to see the tool crash land in a moment. As always, don't forget you've still got the discovery tool. There's lots of discoveries to be made on this island, from shrubbery, certain types of plants, the actual cavemen and cavewomen themselves once you've got their gold bricks. And there's also some pretty funny surprises hidden around on the statues, the Easter Island type statues. So I recommend definitely having a good scan around before you leave this island. We're going to head on over now to this crash site and we're going to get our landscaping tool. Now, the landscaping tool is one of the most powerful tools in the game. You're going to use it quite often to sort of alter your terrain in your worlds when you find them later. You're going to do all sorts of different various shapes and sizes. Now, unlike the discovery tool, the landscaping tool isn't instantly accessible. We actually try and teach you the tools one by one just so you get used to them. So let me just demonstrate that now. So our caveman is stuck and I'm just going to open up the landscaping tool, and its default function is add terrain. So I'm going to use that now and just make a very quick bridge of terrain. There we go. He's going to run across, and that is our first gold brick. Now, the add terrain, you can use a cube or a spherical shape, and you're able to change which terrain type you add as well. So there was just a standard rock type, but you are able to add like grass, lava, all kinds of very, very unique different biome types available to you. I'm going to run across very quickly now to our second gold brick challenge, and as you can see, I'm going to now use the exact opposite. I'm going to go from add to remove, and I'm just going to shift the size of this wide open, raise it up a bit, and then we're going to try and take away as many bones from this skeleton that's landed on our cave woman. She's going to be reunited with the caveman, and there is the second gold brick. There you go, nice and simple. Two very, very basic parts of the tool, very powerful parts of the tool to use though. So we're going to hop across now, and we're going to use the third tool available to us. This is going to be the raise or lowering tool. So this is where you're able to pull mountains out of the floor, or perhaps lower them slightly, or create pits. Pro tip, if you want to make a nice sort of mini volcano, use a very large spread raising tool, and then just narrow it down to the lowering tool and pop it right in the middle, and you give yourself a nice mound with like a little dip in the middle of it, and then you can fill that with lava. Now, so there you go, there's me raising, and there's me lowering. So I'm just going to lower this mound very quickly, and there you go, both reunited again, and that's 3 of the 4 gold bricks on Starter World 2. And I'm just going to run and cut through the volcano area right here in the middle. As you can see, the lava is active, so just going to burn his backside as he hits the lava, and we're just going to skip across. And we're now going to use the flattening tool for this final challenge. Flattening tool is one of the most powerful tools in the game. It allows you to flatten entire valleys, regions of the world you'll come across, entire mountain ranges, make them instantly flat so that you can carry on building your wonderful creations. And here you go, I'm just going to start around the edge here, so you can see the grid is where I'm going to be flattening to, so that height, and we're just going to start there, and we're going to move around, flatten all of this area. It's going to raise the terrain in the pit to that height as well, so it's nice and flat again, and there you go, our caveman's raised up, and that is the final gold brick from Starter World 2. So we haven't quite hit our next rank yet, but what we need to do now is we're going to head back to Pugsy, we're going to feed it the gold bricks. So here we go, back to the galaxy map. As you can see, Starter World 3 now is available to us. Much, much brighter and pleasant looking compared to this world. We're going to dive into our rocket and take off. And we'll leave that video here. Keep an eye out for the Starter World 3 video before we move on to the open world experience. Thanks very much for your time, and we'll see you in the next video.